I told you the melody I was playing right there is already hidden within chord shapes that you already know. Well, today that's what we're going to work on, finding hidden melodies within chord shapes you already know. So grab the tabs and let's get started. One of the things I like to do when I'm practicing guitar is try to find melodies within chord shapes that I already know. Today we're going to use All I Have to Do Is Dream by the Everly Brothers, and it starts with an A chord, and I'm fingering it with a 2, 3, 4 like this. And then I'm going to lift up my pinky, and then I'm going to hit the A note there. Then I'm going to hit the E, and then I'm just going to go to like a basically F sharp power chord. And that is the melody right there. The only note that wasn't a chord tone was the B that I had to expose by lifting up this finger. And that's a chord tone of the F sharp chord. It's the root, right? Now I'm going to go to a D chord. And the melody's right there on the top. It's an F sharp. Then I'm going to play an E, but I only play this part of it, E major. And the melody is the E note on top. And then I just do that D, which becomes E7. So right away we've got this. And somebody might be going like this. But maybe you didn't realize that the melody is just sitting in there waiting for you to play it. You know, maybe you're not a great singer, you just wanted to do an instrumental section. So I tabbed it all out. You've heard that, I'm sure. If not, you can look up the original. And then it kind of goes. Now I'd use this F sharp chord because I just felt like it. I didn't want to put the big shape down, but it's still just an F sharp minor triad. C sharp is on top, and then a D chord. At that time, the D note is the melody, and then E is the melody. There's the E, which is the 7th. It's amazing. It just sits right inside the shapes. And back to the D. And this part. Now that is A. And then they just do a little minor third back to the major third, which becomes A minor. So you can finger it. Right? Then. And then. And that's A with D in the bass. So that's the 5th. And D F sharp A. That's an E chord with a B on top. So E, G sharp, B. That's the 5th. Then back to this. Okay, so what am I doing? Chords are made up of 3 tones. We can talk about this before. You can look at my website or on Patreon. I have a bunch of theory information on there for you. The root, the 3rd, and the 5th. Now, the key of A major has 3 sharps, so this is a little bit more complicated if you're not used to it. But when I play an A major chord, it's A, C sharp, and an E. So A, C sharp, and E. You can put them in order like that. When you're playing a melody, most melodies are going to be created from a note that fits within the chord of the moment. So if I'm playing an A chord, chances are that the composer is going to make the melody one of those tones, the root, 3rd, or the 5th. You know, it doesn't always have to happen that way, but it just sounds good and it works really well. And then there's what are called passing notes. That B right there doesn't technically fit into the root, 3rd, 5th algorithm. So we have to go past that and pass through it to the next note. And now we're back to a root and the 5th of the A. And now there's the F sharp, and I'm playing the root of that note. So you can make up really nice melodies and find them within the shapes, because the shape that you're holding probably will contain, I don't know, 75%, maybe more of the actual melody. It's pretty cool. Let's move on to the bridge section of the song. And this is what really sparked me to do this. It goes like this. So it starts with the D chord. And he hits the 3rd of the D chord, which is an F sharp. Then it's a C sharp minor chord. And the 3rd is an E, and that's what they play, and then B minor, and that's a D, and that's the 3rd of the B minor chord. And then there's that E again. You'll notice that all the time. Well, that's the 5 chord going back to the 1 chord. So, and that's the 7th, and it goes back to the 3rd of the A chord. So I looked at this and I said, wait a minute. Every time a chord is being played, the 3rd was the melody choice. So it fits the hand so well. It's more fun than, I mean, you could sing it. So finding the 3rd of the chord is another thing I like. I actually have a lesson on this. Know where the 3rd of the chord is. If you're playing A form shapes, which is an A or A minor form, the root note would be on this string, and the 3rd is going to be on the B string. So if it's a major, that would be a C sharp. And now if I play a minor, that's a C natural. So you've got these 2 shapes. Now if I move it up the neck, let's say to a D, that's the same kind of a shape, right? It's just at the D position. There it is, there's the 3rd. That would be the minor right there. Now if I go to C sharp minor. So you can find this in other songs. Let's say you were playing Blackbird, for instance, by the Beatles. There's the 3rd, there's the root, right? The same thing occurs when you play on the root on the 6-string chords, which is the E form. This string, which is the G string, would contain the 3rd. So there's the root, there's the 3rd. If I lower it, there's the minor 3rd. So here you go, major chord, minor chord, right? So knowing where that 3rd is, if I'm on an A, minor, this is really key to finding melodies within songs. So I challenge you to grab the tabs for this, try to play it a little bit. But not only be able to physically play the arrangement that I came up with, it's fairly simple if you know some basic chords, but find a song that you like, or write to me and say, hey Doug, try it with this song, It's not always cut and dried. Sometimes you might have to change the key or use a capo to make it fit your hand, but it's a really fun way to expand your chord knowledge and, just have a little bit more fun with the guitar rather than just going, which is nice, but it gets a little grade 1 kind of a thing. We want to accelerate people, be able to play some melody and chords together. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe to the channel. You know what to do. I have Patreon. I do Zoom lessons. Just hit me up. I'm here to help. This is all I do all day is teach and play guitar. So I'll see you in the next one.